Hello, we're Nerds of the West, and today we are playing the Wolves. This is an area control game where we will be scoring points by upgrading our pack, building out our pack, and controlling these areas of the map. We, the people who are going to be playing, my name is Tom, I'm playing the Green Wolves, we have Kai.
I'm playing the Purple Rocky Wolves.
We have Billy.
Hello, I am playing the Desert Wolf.
And we have a Lachlan.
I am playing the Grass Wolves.
Which are yellow because you can't have grass and forest both be green. But anyway,
that would conflict too much.
We will be playing this through, and we need to start right now by jumping in and doing the starting section, which is where we snake draft our way through, picking where around this chasm we want to put our wolves. There are 5 spaces on each side of the chasm, and we will start with Kai choosing where he wants to go around to me, and then I'll have to go on the other side of the chasm and back around to everybody else. And while Kai is doing that and picking where he goes, I will mention to everyone that we do this live every single week, twitch.tv/Nerds of the West, and you can join us.
So I will place my first Alpha Wolf and Pack Wolf
Yeah, lay him down, mate.
in this space. Yeah, true. Right here. You can have a little Pack Wolf right in the Alpha Wolf's back.
I didn't mean that to sound so like...
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir.
Alright, Billy, where are you going?
Can I just go next to Kai?
You can.
You can.
Literally not a problem. This isn't a game where you fight, so going in someone else's area will just push them away. But your Alpha Wolf can't go where their Alpha Wolf is. You can just go where their Pack Wolf is, the Little Wolf, and push it away.
Hi, friend. Hi, friend Wolf.
But you can also only put 2. There can only ever be 2 meeples of any kind in one area.
They're Weeples.
Weeples, yes.
And Wolfles in one hex.
In one hex.
Yeah.
So Kai can't move into where you are right now because you have 2 wolves.
Right.
Awesome.
Alrighty. For my next move, I think I'm going to go up the... So what am I good at? I'm good at fields. Is basically my strong suit, right?
It's easiest.
And I can move 3 spaces. So was that combined? Like they can move separately, but it's like
So you
3
can
in
move-
total between them.
So right now you can move 2 wolves
Up to 3 spaces.
up to 3 spaces each. So that can be together
each.
or separate. So you could move them in totally opposite directions.
Yeah.
3 spaces each.
Okay, cool. That was one thing I feel like I forgot to ask because I'm like, is it 3 between the 2? So like 2 and then 1?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to jump in to
It's a lot more movement than I thought we were gonna have.
this space over here. And for my second one, I have to jump on the other side.
Because snake draft.
Snake draft. So I'm going to go over here. As far away from everyone where they currently are, but you never know when people are going to move.
And my only option is to go here, right? Or can I?
You can go here.
I can go there.
Or-
Because it has to be on one or the other, right?
Yeah, you do have to be the opposite side, but by putting them on that side, your wolves will be closer together if that matters to you.
I honestly don't know.
If you want to build 1 Uber pack instead of 2 separate packs.
Yeah.
Billy, you got 3 options available.
That I do. I'm gonna go over here.
Can't.
Wait, what?
Got to be on the opposite side of the chasm.
Yeah.
You've
So
already gone
you're
here?
on the bottom
I
side.
missed that
You need
one.
to go on the top side now.
Yeah.
Oh man, well I'm going over here.
That's probably the best way of describing it. It's like you're on the bottom of it or you're on the top of it, as opposed to the opposite side, which, yeah, it's the opposite side, but I feel like the top and bottom is definitely clearer.
I've only got 2 choices here. It's not a whole lot of option.
Is it really going to matter much?
You never know.
All right, Billy, you and me, let's beat these guys.
Yeah, let's
up.
beat him up. Wow, beat him up. Rude. I know.
And then I go first.
I believe in you.
So,
Go for it.
what I think I'm going to do is flip over one of my... The interesting thing is when you're flipping your tokens, you can see what the terrain on the back side is going to be. So you can kind of start trying to stagger your tokens to match what you're trying to do.
It helps that you're taking 2 actions per turn as well, so you will get to do that right away.
So I'm going to flip this rocky space to move my wolves 3 spaces. I'm going to move 1, 2, and then I'm going to leave my elf wolf there, but move my pack wolf 3. And then for my second action, I'm going to flip 2 rocks to build the den.
Nice.
And I'm going to take that from, I think, do I do howl speed or do I do howl speed? Howl range. I think howls travel at the same speed, right?
How's moving castle?
Speed of sound, baby.
Mm.
I think I'm going to take it from speed. Wolf speed. And I'm going to build this den right here. So I can either build it on or adjacent to my alpha wolf.
Yeah. But you could have just like built it over where your other one is as well.
Or I could have built over here if I had spent... The terrain tokens I spent have to match
Okay, gotcha.
the space that's being affected.
And by building there, we know he's probably going to try and make that into a lair in the future because lairs have to be next to the scoring spaces.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Going last is going to suck. Billy.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out if being like super aggressive is a bad thing here.
I mean, you've only got 4 wolves, and if you don't build your pack big enough to start with, you're going to run out of wolves when everyone starts fighting back at you.
Yep.
So you could be super aggressive, yes, but also you don't want to be beaten into a pulp by 3 other packs.
You're going to get howled at.
Dominated.
Little tiny little wolves are going to get
I'm just going
to
to
my
do
big
it.
wolves.
I'm going to move
do
towards ice.
Mm-hmm.
See how it goes. I'm going to move both of them there, but then my alpha wolf there. And then my second action, I'm going to dominate.
So
There are no targets for you to dominate.
Yeah, so,
Wait, can I not
so you
dominate
need to
the
pay
den?
3,
Yep.
but you need to pay 3 of the space that is being affected, right? So this is a rocky space.
Oh,
So you would have to pay 3
that
rocks
is
to
why I
dominate
cannot
that
be
space.
aggressive this
Yes.
early.
No.
That makes sense.
So if you want to retcon that.
Dominating is well powerful because you are moving one the other way. It is very like situational that you are able to take that action.
That makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense.
You got to like tee up your tokens. So that's why they
Yeah,
all
I was
start
like, this
opposite
seems
things.
unfair that I can dominate your den.
nice den you've got there.
All right. I will also build a den then.
Yep.
Yep.
On the desert.
No, so it needs to be you could do that if you did it the other way around.
Yep.
To build a
Leave
den,
your
you
wolf
have to be
over.
adjacent to an alpha.
An alpha wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the space on it.
Yeah.
All
So
the space.
two deserts.
I will flip this one. And build a den. Pack spread.
They should
I'm
have
gonna go
like,
pack spread.
Yep.
And
they should have like alternate art, or like an A side and a B
That's-
side.
yeah. I can understand that.
Like with just like a different like colored border or something.
I mean, they do the exact same thing.
It's just been nice.
Yeah, but then you don't have to flip it. You don't have to flip it. Like, what's the point of flipping it?
What's the point? Hey, what you got?
So everything's bad time.
It's literally the start of the game, man.
No, everything's bad time. So I'm gonna flip this forest to move.
Did you flip your 2 deserts to build?
You did, yeah.
So I flip this forest to
I flipped
move,
2, didn't I?
Yeah, so to build that. Yeah.
which allows me to move these guys
I flipped
1, 2, and then 3 for my guys over here. And then with 2 fields, I'm gonna flip these and build a den, and that's gonna come out of speed.
I am indeed the desert wolves.
Big.
Desert Wolf just sounds like a
Big wolf.
military
And that's gonna go.
Operation Desert Wolf.
Can't tell which one of ours
Nice.
looks cooler.
Honestly, color-wise, it was like, yeah. So we're gonna have these colors and desert wolves. They can be yellow. Oh, but then we've got forest wolves and they're green, and grass wolves. So we can't have 2 greens.
Nah,
So
it's
then
not grains.
the grass wolves are gonna get the yellows, and you're gonna have to be brown, or like figure out.
And we
Like,
don't have a brown flag, and I only remembered to change the flags right as we went live. So I was like, nah, he'll just be orange.
Oh, I used to.
good enough. Close
It's good.
enough.
It looks nicer. All right, I'm gonna. Everyone seems to be spreading out, so I'm gonna flip this desert tile over and move my wolves 1, 2, 3. But instead of building a den like everyone else has been right away, I am going to howl. So I am going to flip these 2 over, and I am going to howl and turn this lovely wolf token up here into one of my next available wolves, which is a pack wolf, and that will go down there, moving us towards the scoring. And I've got a victory point.
Nice.
which I will score now because why not? The scoring is going to get
Just
totally
moving
wrong
numbers.
because the scoring in this isn't additional, it is the next available. So if we can try and track that, we will, but if not, we'll add it all up at the end.
This is interesting.
Yeah. To take the scores with a grain of salt is what we're saying.
And we would do final scoring anyway every time. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to start by howling with this alpha wolf down here. So I'm going to pay 2 grasslands tokens to howl at this lone wolf and replace it with one of my pack wolves. So it's also uncovered 1 victory point for me. And then for my second action, I'm going to upgrade this den into a lair by paying 2 flipping 2 rocky tokens and replacing this den with a lair. Den goes on the moonlight board for tracking, and I also get a wild token for building a lair, and it's worth 5 victory points.
Top of the one that you got there.
Top of one that I can.
Nice.
Wolves,
Quick turn's a good turn. How?
And there's already 3 things on the board. Like, so what was it? 75 minutes.
75 minutes. I can see it being pretty accurate. We'll see how we go.
I can see things slowing down once some of these like lone wolves
I
get picked up, and
Yeah, I can definitely see analysis paralysis setting in at some point as well.
Where it's going to be like, I've got too many options.
Too much.
yeah.
How do I get there?
I am going to howl twice. First one being these 2 green ones, which I'll flip.
Yep.
Nice.
On the board, get myself a wolf. And then I'm going to howl on the desert tile over here.
Nice.
I'll flip.
Double wolf.
I'll flip my main one to keep my desert up, and then I'll flip the forest back up.
Nice.
That's pretty good. I dig it. I'm going to take a note out of Billy's book, and I'm going to howl with 2 snowy terrains, tundras, which is going to get me this lone wolf over here. And that gives me 1 point. This lone wolf goes onto there. I have the option. I feel like I could move and surround some prey, or I could howl again and like get up. There's so many options. So many options.
Analysis paralysis.
It's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. And then Kai's hanging out over there.
Howdy.
How's it going? Let's go and move, which only takes 1, which is going to get me this wolf over here. It's going to go 1, 2, 3 onto the rock that I just turned over. I end my turn surrounding an elk, and I take the prey. That goes onto my board. And 1 victory point.
You get a bonus action token.
Hey.
Where did you go?
Which I could use on any turn, really.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea to get stuff going with that early. So I am going to, yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way. I am going to move, and I can move any 2 wolves, right? They don't have to be near each other.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is any number of
Yeah,
wolves. So I'm going to move with this one over to desert and move some stuff from to a forest position. So I'm going to move this wolf 1, 2, 3 through the prey. And that will also let me move. I want to move this wolf somewhere. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, I can move this one 1, 2, 3 because I want to be able to howl next.
Where's your 1 random wolf? Yeah, okay.
He's just going to chill.
Eat him. In the middle of the board, in the border.
That doesn't work the way I want it to, so I will continue doing that.
I don't have enough desert
That way.
do
I don't have enough desert, and the reason that it didn't work the way I wanted it to is because I need these 2 desert to howl next. But right now, that does give me a prey. I get this little rabbit down here, get myself another victory point.
Okay, cool. I've just realized something interesting.
Oh, yeah?
So I could never dominate anyone in the desert. Like, it's
Yeah.
not possible for me to dominate in the desert.
It is. you have
with bonus
tokens. But
Yeah, but like
based on your tiles available, you can only dominate
in your zone.
home area,
Gotcha.
which is interesting thematically.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, that is a good mechanic.
it's your home turf, so you're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
more powerful.
Yeah, okay. So you won't feel so bad when you're my chum's about to get eaten by Kai.
Yeah.
Oh no, he doesn't have enough rocks open.
Are you about to get in? I don't even know where you are.
Cool. So that's my first move, and then my second one will be to howl and get myself another wolf. So I'm flipping 2 desert tiles over, and I will be turning this wolf here. And getting ever closer to that scoring
Yeah.
into a wolf, getting me another point.
Yeah, and the 5th player would be the tundra.
Yes.
Is the only other terrain that is
Yes.
safe game for everyone.
Yeah.
Which we didn't put out because those are blue wolves. And blue is just a tricky colour.
Exactly.
Tabletop.
Billy's like, blue!
The worst decision.
Sorry, that's it, I'm quitting the show. Like, there was no red wolves, so...
Remember when the first turn of the game, Billy tried to attack me? I'm going to, first of all, how to dominate by flipping this ice, and paying my wild for 3. And I'm going to howl and dominate this pack wolf.
That's the thing that I said.
Oh wait, you just how to dominate?
So dominate is an action, but it uses your howl range.
Yeah.
So 1/2 from my alpha wolf. So it's not the same action.
Wait, but don't you have to do 3?
He did. He used a wild token.
He used a wild
So
token.
I paid my 2 ice tiles plus my wild token, so they had a total of 3. So he can go hang out on the moonlight board because
Bye!
he's now
Goodbye.
one of us. And then for my next trick,
Uh-huh.
I shall. I had this planned out. Hang on, let me make sure I haven't cheated. Or I'm not about to. If I pay one of my. Or flip. I keep saying pay. I guess it is a cost.
Yeah,
Planes.
it's cost to a degree. Oh my god, I'm already analysis.
I can
paralysis.
move 2 wolves 4 spaces. So I shall move 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3 to surround this cute little bunny wabbit and
Rabbit season.
eat that wabbit, which gives me a victory point and a bonus action token.
Let's go.
That's my turn. Get out of my swamp.
I was planning to leave anyway. Just trying to think. It is upsetting because I wanted to surround Mr. Bunny Rabbit and do my other thing, but now I can't do that.
If it makes you feel any better, you helped me surround it. Does that make you feel better?
No. No, it doesn't actually. You'll find that makes me sadder. That's not good. So only alpha wolves can have one.
Yep. Yes. Your howl range is your distance to an alpha wolf. And it's the same as building dens, you build on that space or next to your alpha wolf.
Do you have to, when you upgrade your lair, your den to a lair, do you have to have your wolf next to it? Or once you
Yes.
put your den down, you can just yeet?
Your alpha wolf needs to be adjacent to one.
Excellent, okay. That's cool. That's cool. I'm happy with that.
Big den.
Big dang. Yes, Billy. Even I thought I had my next turn ready for after Billy, and I am like,
You're already
I need
questioning.
to flip tiles, and then once I flip the tiles, I need to be prepared to flip the tiles again to do the next thing, because
I'm gonna move into grassland and go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
wait, go away.
Piss off, ghost.
No. Then I do have one more move though because my pack spread is 3. So I'm gonna move in 3 spaces. And go 1. Can you move into? Like,
You can't end your turn there, but you can.
but I
move
can
through
just like
it.
move
Yeah.
through, right?
Yeah.
And go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm going to howl.
Can you not end space in a prey space? Probably not.
But never end movement on them. So
okay.
may move through prey, lone wolves, and water tiles, but may never end movement on them. So you can move through water as well. So technically, we could have moved through the middle ones.
Water tiles are these ones.
okay.
Sorry, these ones.
Sorry.
That is unpassable.
Gotcha.
It does. You can technically build lairs there. I don't know why we would, considering that
There's nothing to.
there's no scoring happening there.
Yeah.
I guess if you just wanted pure victory points from building it,
Yeah.
could.
What you got, Billy?
I'm going to howl
Yep.
with rock.
Yep.
Boom.
Get yourself another. What's that one?
Alpha
point?
wolf now.
Let's go.
2 alpha wolves over here.
All right, Lachlan, I believe in you.
Crap.
You good, Vine? You got all your wolfy little thoughts going on.
No, because Billy's moved into my area and I don't like it.
He's nowhere near you. What are you talking about? There's a whole world for us to enjoy.
I know, right, Billy? I would dare say that you should leave, but you have come over into the wrong neighborhood.
I'm just here to cuddle.
You just. So my howl
Wolves are
range
known
is,
for that.
howl range is 2, so I'm going to flip 1 rock, which turn to a forest, which is my move. I have a movement of 4 speed and 2 can move. So we're going to move my alpha and go 1, 2 onto a rock. 1, 2, 3 to come over here. And then Billy is on a plains and I have 3 plains.
Oh, no.
It's all right.
Hey, Billy, do you like having wolves? Is that a really fun part of this game called wolves?
So, it sounds like a bad thing is happening to me, but I'm getting what I want. I'm getting most of what I want. I mean,
Okay.
I would prefer if both of you were not dingoes stealing my babies, but here we are.
Jesus!
Here we are. I still
comment.
have the rest of my dingoes.
Yeah, at least you can't lose your alpha wolves.
Yeah, you can take my alpha.
No, but I can only dominate 1 though. Like if I dominate your alpha, it has to move.
You
right?
can't dominate an alpha.
Oh, it wouldn't move. Okay,
You literally can't interact with alphas.
and that way you've never not have pieces on the board.
How
Yeah,
do you,
your alphas will always be out.
Yeah. How do you get more alphas? Is it after you put out a certain number, or is it a certain number of wolf tokens? So if we have a look at Lachlan's board, your first 2 that you pull out are pack wolves, then it's an alpha, and then another 2 pack wolves, and then an alpha, and then another 2 pack wolves if you get to that level of putting out wolves.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's too good to be true. So let's dominate Billy.
God damn it.
He was trying
I'm
to
real
talk
sorry.
like, I don't really mind. But actually,
I'm sorry, man.
Devastating.
No, you're not. I didn't mean to, but also it just that's where I was going next, and you just came on in. I was like,
It's all right. It's all
Look,
right.
look,
There is a reason I've done this.
I attacked you fair and square. He's now just piling on. He's being the bully.
I was aware it would happen to me.
Yeah.
right.
So you plonk your wolf out in its place.
Oh, my wolf out in its place. Oh man, I've surrounded this animal.
Remember before we did the rules explanation and we were like,
This one is a rare example.
usually you're going to move before you take prey, so we'll explain it in the move section. And then it was like, well, technically you could, if you were surrounding them, then dominate someone else. But what are the odds of that happening? And it's just happened twice in 2 turns.
That was
We're just that good at board games.
that was also just like what's it called? A off-camera remark that we made
Yes.
as well before
Yeah.
we decided that was what was going to happen. And only the alpha wolf can howl. But you could howl at that. So might as well. So I'm going to flip this back with my extra action token.
This is your third action for the turn.
Third action for the turn. Howl range of 2. Get myself one of these. Which goes
Triggers
on-
the scoring.
triggers the
So
scoring.
you finish your turn once you've completed all your actions. Then we score.
This is what I wanted.
All right, and now we check all of those areas.
I also get one of these.
Congratulations. That's another couple of points for you. All right. So we have 2 areas that are scoring for the crescent moon. this one here with Kai. How many points have you got?
So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 control points in this area. Billy has 1.
Yep.
So I take this token for 4 victory points, and Billy gets the lower of the two numbers, which is 2 victory points.
There you go.
Remember that.
I'm the banker.
Well, thank you.
And then we've got
This one over here.
this one over here.
So this one here, I have 4 wolves to Billy's 1 in this territory. So I'm going to take this, and Billy gets the 2.
So I see. So Billy has spread out, and
That
he's
is
gotten
why I did it.
just as many victory points as you or I did. So
It would have
Yeah.
been ideal that I didn't lose my wolves, but I wanted to get the minor score in both.
I didn't really
I'm
intend on that.
surprised it came that quickly. But
I didn't intend on that triggering either, but it was like as actions are happening.
yeah.
In an ideal world, Lucky didn't contest me, and I got to win one of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was pretty
Yeah.
unlikely.
I wasn't expecting to get there that quickly, but I was also like, I'm going last, so I have the least chance of getting any of those ones.
And
So
actually-
I'm
And the
I-
further we go, the higher value they are. So those ones are worth 4 and 2. The next ones are worth 6 and 3, and the full moon spaces are worth 8 and 4. So
It kind of worked out for me as well because I wasn't really I was kind of planning to put a den and a lair next to it, but now it's
You
gone.
don't need to.
And now I don't need to. So what I'm going to do is I have an extra
extra
another turn. So
Can you do it?
well, yeah, I
With
guess
sword?
we technically should have done that before we scored, because the scoring happens at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So if you'd
You
have
hold on to it.
because if you'd have moved out, you wouldn't have scored.
well, I'm not going to move out as my extra action. My extra action is literally going to be to turn it into this den into a lair.
Yep. I mean, I'm cool to let it
Yeah,
go.
well, I guess it doesn't change anything then.
Yeah.
So flip that, and then that turns that into a lair.
Getting you another 5 victory points.
So it's happening.
Yeah.
It's
All
definitely
right.
happening.
Well, I finally get to take my second turn.
I just had 4 turns. Well,
And
4.
I do have an extra 10 token. I might be able to pull something off. I'm going to start by moving 2 wolves into a rock space. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. And I am going to then build a den. So I finally put a den down into, you know what, I'm going to flip this one over to the desert side. So that is 2 forest spaces to build a den, and I am going to increase the number of wolves that can move. I believe that's the best place for me to do it. And then I am going to use that. So that was my 2 actions, move and then build, and I'm going to use my extra action to immediately turn that den into a lair. Flipping those back over, and that will give me a whole lot of victory points, that number being 5. And that's all the actions that I can take right now. I'm close to getting an extra action, but we'll see if I can make it work.
Cool. All right, I'm going to use my Rocky token here to move these wolves that have been standing on their starting spot this whole time. So they get a movement of 4.
There's a whole other pack.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to flip my forest token here to move them some more. And move 1, 2. Yep. And then I'm going to use my extra action to howl at this desert space and recruit this lone wolf, which becomes an alpha. And that's it.
That's it.
That's all, folks.
I'm going to use the movement of rocky stuff. Here. Let's get forests available. I'm going to move my 2 guys here, and then this alpha wolf will go.
Oof.
Could
Beagles.
move down here.
Yeah, Beagles coming soon.
Do I care? Feel like
Literally the underdog right now, Billy. You can
I feel like
You do it, man.
some
Billy's the underdog.
I'm the
All right.
underwolf.
The Underwolf.
the underdog.
Captain Underwolf.
I'll go 1, 2, 3 over to here.
Nice.
Surrounding this.
Do I do that now though, or at the end of my turn?
It's an
when
immediate.
there's-
It's a bonus action. So
It's at the
bonus?
end of an action.
Oh, okay.
So you took an
Oh,
action which
cool.
resulted in that, so that happens.
I'll do that.
Sweet. It wasn't like because that was
Yeah, that's
sorry.
handy.
One thing I think that
Yeah.
like I thought I had played out of turn was the fact that like I thought it was when you end. It's when you finish your movement, right?
It's if at the end of an action,
Yes.
you are surrounding prey,
Yeah.
you hunt.
And that's when I'd get the bonus, so then I could spend them, and
Yes.
you could kind of like chain react that, which is what I
Yeah.
did before. Cool. As opposed to it being like, no, at the end of the entire turn, which is kind of is good. Works in my
lets you
favor.
build up on things, which
Yeah.
is nice. Is that your 2 turns, Billy?
If I try to build a den, am I allowed to build it
One space.
within
Yeah,
the same space as this token?
So building a den on current or adjacent hex does not say anything about conflicting icons.
There's an interesting point because you can't end your movement there, but I guess you're not putting your movement there.
Yeah. I'm just using the quick act, like this
Yeah.
little like actions card is
It's a
pretty
decent
handy.
actions card.
It's not bad. Definitely covers what you need to know. But we are just checking to see if Billy is allowed to build a den on the prey space, because you're not allowed to end your movement on a prey space.
It's not super duper clear. There can only be one type of marker per hex, but that says marker / like in brackets den or lair.
I got one of these as well for my layer.
Should we just say that you can't?
Establish
I
a
think you
presence
can.
region marking a hex with a den marker. That piece stays in the hex even when your wolves move to other regions. Claiming territory in space can control the region makes your wolf stronger. Building dens also earns you bonus terrain tokens, bonus actions, and victory points. Hex must be occupied or adjacent to one of your alpha wolves.
Might be alright. If you want to do it there, I'd let you do it.
It doesn't say you can't explicitly.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
I'm like, it feels wrong, but
I think you're right. If you wanna do that, you can.
alright. I'm gonna flip my 2 forests to build a den, and I'm gonna use pack spread again, which will get me another bonus action using that one. Do I want to use any of my bonus actions?
Yeah, you may only move onto hexes with lone wolf or prey tokens after they've been removed from the board. I don't know if that. I mean, it says move, it doesn't say. I'm sure there's a clarification on Boardgame Geek or something.
Yeah.
I reckon that we just allow it, that he can put it down, because there's nothing saying he can't. There are rules that specifically say that you can't end your turn on those spaces.
Yeah.
But they would probably reprint that for putting dens
Yeah.
down as well.
Figured out the scratching sound is part of the music. That is possible. It's also possible that one of the cables is damaged, so I'll have a listen to that later. But if it sounds like it's part of the music, then that's okay.
We'll just say it is.
Yeah. What are you doing, Billy?
I will end there.
Alright.
Use my bonus action.
Cool.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right, so Tundra for a move, which is going to go 1, 2, 3, and then move this alpha wolf over here. 1, 2, 3 as well. Then second action is going to be a forest, and that's going to get these 2 because we're doing another move action. So he can move 1, 2, 3, 4
Yep. You've got
to
one
there,
turn.
and then this wolf can go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Surrounds the prey, gets me my prey,
Oh, well done.
adds it onto there,
Another 5 points.
gets me a bonus action, and then I'm going to
Poor
dominate.
rabbit has just got mobbed.
And then I'm going to dominate Kai with 3 plains.
You could. Yeah, no, it has to be that one.
Has to be that
Yellow
one.
one. Yep. Another point. That's not very nice looking.
I'm sorry, that was a big play. Yeah, and that was my extra action token as well, because it was my third action for the turn.
Nice.
Sorry, Kai.
It's funny though.
I don't think he's
I'll
sorry.
never forget. I don't think he's sorry either.
All right.
Fake apology.
That was real aggressive. It was like, I just move across the board,
Wow.
I take this rabbit, and I use the rabbit to dominate your wolf.
Yep.
Take it right out of its mouth.
Cool. I'm going to flip this as a move action, and I can move 3 wolves onto an ice area. So I'm going to move this wolf 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to move this wolf 1, 2, and this wolf. I don't really want to put it next to Kai's stuff when he's got 2 ice wolves, so I'm just going to move that over a little bit. And that will trigger the moose here for me. So I will eat that moose and get myself some points.
I laughed because comments during the how to play were like, it is not meese at all. They were very like, I'm from Canada, and also it is definitely not plural meese.
Definitely makes 100% makes.
An extra 10 token.
Is the plural just moose? It's just moose,
Sure.
moose.
Sure.
Mooses, mooses. Cool. Which will let me then, for my second turn, build a den in this area here. Which I've also used pack spread, which will give me a second extra turn token. Please and thank you. I am then going to. So I need to move some stuff to end up in certain places. What's the next scoring? It's over there, and Billy's got that going on. So if I flip this into a forest using an extra turn token.
Dude, how good are extra turn tokens?
So useful, my god.
Billy's stashing his away for a rainy day. For when he decides he wants to take over the entire board and get his revenge.
I'm coming back.
He's coming back. He's coming back with a vengeance.
Rule the world.
Yep. Fortunately, they are too far out of the way, but I guess I can move them closer. Or I can set up for a future turn 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. No, I can't move him out of the way. I need him to be nearby. So I can move that over to there. And then for my final extra turn, I am going to spend both the the desert that I just flipped over, and my spare token to turn this here den that I just built immediately into a lair, moving us ever forward to the end of the game, and I believe that gets me an extra 5 points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to start by flipping this plains token to move this wolf 1, 2, and this one 1 over here. We surround this boar, so we're going to hunt that boar and get a bonus action token. From there, I'm a little bit torn on what to do next, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's rough, isn't it?
Basically, I'm just debating which pack to run
To
with.
do, yeah.
Flat Lachlan.
I think what I'm gonna do.
He doesn't have a token, and I'm not on the spaces he could dominate. And that was the rule that I was like, he can't retaliate.
Business true, isn't
You
it?
step 1 foot on mountains, sir.
I know. And I'm like,
and you're dead.
I have 2 mountains. I'm like, mountains is terrible. Stay away from mountains. It scares me. They're rocky. I'm not a goat.
I'm gonna go ahead and flip this forest, and I can move 2 wolves 3 spaces. So I'm gonna move. Sorry, 4 spaces. So this guy that's hanging out. Actually, no, he's safe at the moment because he's on a den.
So what does that mean if they're on a den?
Well, actually, he's not safe because you can still move into his space. space.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
still
you can't move
dominate.
into a space. You dominate,
behind.
you can't
Yeah.
move into a space.
Yeah.
Because you can dominate someone's lair, right?
No,
No,
lairs
no.
are safe. You
Lairs
can
are safe.
only dominate pack wolves and dens.
Okay, cool. So you kind of want to like get your thing, get your den, get your lair.
Yeah.
All happening.
Yeah.
ASAP, Rocky.
So I'm going to move my alpha 1, 2. Yeah, leave him there, and then I'll move this wolf 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that is.
With 3 rocks ready to go for when I move into rock country. He's ready to roll.
Across the border, I dare you. I think that's it for the moment. I'm gonna save that extra action for a rainy day, I think. So I'll pass on.
Not particularly what I wanted. I wanted your people to move.
I did move!
Yeah, I wanted these ones to move.
No, step on one of these mountains. I double dog dare you.
Triple dog day.
I'm gonna stay over here. You're gonna have this place.
Yeah, it's like he's on mountains, but they're just out of your howl range. So you're right. Mountains.
You
are
can have these
scary.
mountains.
I'll stay on those mountains.
I'm just glad that Tom's far enough away from me when I'm on the trees. Like I'm on trees, but Tom is
that's the
far
thing.
enough
There's like a
away.
massive cluster of mountains here that really
Yeah.
helps time. All my trees are so spread out.
How much
My
is
planes are pretty spread out as well.
How much is a lair worth for like the strength?
3. It's 3 influence
Yeah.
in a space.
So that's been my plan from the start. Is I knew I couldn't get the early points. So if I get lairs out for the end game points, see how it shakes out.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Like,
You're off to a really, really good start.
yeah, but that's the problem is that it would be like I'll shoot for the stars,
Yeah.
and then you guys, because like there's only one moose on the board available to
Yeah.
finish off like that,
Yeah.
and you're around it. You're chilling in Moose Town.
I got Moose Town, man.
You got Moose Town.
Moose Town,
Population-
population, forest wolves.
Yeah, and you've also got like lairs on the end game ones.
Yeah.
So instead of going for like the early game ones, you're like, I'll solidify 16 points.
Maybe. You're like, we'll see how it goes.
You know, up until it's like everyone just turns their head
Yeah.
and immediately goes, oh. And it becomes a very much a numbers game of like everyone's in
Well,
that
it's like
territory.
lairs are powerful, but if you swarm it with enough wolves, then you just overpower the lair anyway.
Yeah. Because the game ends when we hit the 4-player moon, right?
Yes.
The 4-player
26
Yes.
spaces.
Oh,
Yeah.
Down the bottom.
yeah.
All right, Billy, what you got?
So I'm going to move to some rocky stuff.
Okay.
Gonna move to some. I'm gonna flip my forest though. So I can move 3 people 3 spaces. So the first thing I'll do is move my alpha to here.
Oh, you rookie! That is a mountain. You're on a rock. Kai is also a rock.
It's an alpha.
Yeah, it's not real.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
That's fair. Okay. All right.
Says man.
Barley's.
Same with this alpha wolf. He will move 1, 2, 3.
And do I care about my alpha wolf? Probably don't. Do I want to move the third choice?
Don't know, man. There's a lot. This is area control is such a like analysis paralysis like mechanic inducing because it's like where can I move my people doing actions in between, but also like contingencies upon contingencies.
Can you dominate a wolf if it's with my alpha?
Yes.
What
But
would happen
your
if two
alpha would
alpha-
then immediately scare it into another space.
Right.
So let's say I dominated this one somehow.
Yeah.
You would then immediately be able to move it to an adjacent space.
Does that mean the 5th player would be an ice wolf, possibly blue? I believe that is exactly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
exactly. Well, we were discussing it earlier because the ice zone is the safest zone on the board because it's no one's
Yeah,
territory.
No one can move there.
Lovely, beautiful ice wolf.
Yeah,
Tons
because
of
there's even number of spaces per quadrant or area, zone. What are we saying these are called again?
Hex.
I don't know what you're on about.
These hex-like areas that we have to control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiles.
The tile. Okay. But there's even number of like the colors. So there is like the 5 different.
Well, sort of.
Things.
The water space is a color, but
Yeah.
you're not usually going to be, or you can't move to it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't count.
Billy.
But there's 3 forests.
Yeah.
There's
Billy
3
has a
that,
play.
and that is what evens it out.
And
He's got ice.
building a den with 2 ice.
Okay.
Then we'll go out.
Nice. Gives him 2 points in that area.
then what happens?
Then what happens?
You got extra actions.
Oh
I
boy.
do have extra actions. I just don't think there is anything super useful that I could do rather than wait for you guys to do stuff. You can take my den, but I don't care about it.
You can take my den. You can never take my freedom.
I don't get anything to move in that one, just points.
Oh, you have your den.
And how are the different wolves asymmetrical, like different speeds? How tracks are similar? Or is it mostly aesthetic? Everyone grabs their favorite color. It is aesthetic. Everyone grabs their favorite color. The only difference is what area you are most powerful in. But that is perfectly even across the board. It just so happens in this configuration that we've set up, the rock wolf does have a nice big area. down
Yeah,
there,
but I mean,
that's
desert has an area here.
Yeah.
There's like a sort of
little area of forest
contingent
down here.
forest there.
So there's
that-
always things.
And that's sort of random though, because those like pieces will always fit in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, this
so-
was the configuration in the book,
Yep.
so we just set it up for like.
But they're double-sided.
I don't know.
This one has the least amount of pieces on it.
You monster.
They're not. They are not double-sided. Oh,
Do you remember where
You
that
better
was?
remember where that wolf was, sir.
Billy.
I'm going to use a
He was on the
bonus
snow.
action
Yep.
to move again. And I'm going to flip my desert to be more desert.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to move my alpha wolf to here. And this alpha wolf to here.
Okay. Billy's got plays.
It really does have plates.
And that would be me.
Let's see.
Lachlan, do you have plays this time?
No, because Billy came out of nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And everything is awful right now, is all I can say. I need to build a den so then I can get more wolves to like movement, like pack size. Would be really handy because 4 spaces is a lot of movement. I don't think I really need. Oh yes, it's only 4 plus an additional, like a token for my next den for wolf speed.
Yep.
Whereas I could get a pack of 3 if I put a den down, which would be really handy. I don't really have anything good in that regard. Like to put a den down, I need 2 colors. I don't want to put it into the rocks because Kai's right next door. Billy has moved into the town where there is the best desert land, like real estate at the moment.
Yep.
So like I could move in, but he would just turn my things on their head, which is unfortunate. So I'm a little bit stuck now. I've like run out of gas, I guess.
I mean, you got all these wolves.
I do, but do I really?
Look, I reckon you could totally just roll into this space and start fighting Tom.
You reckon?
I reckon you could.
You reckon I could do it?
Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me who believes in you.
All right. Well, let's do something. So we're gonna flip the deserts
Yep.
because I need. So I want. Sorry, this one which will flip into ice, which then allows me to move this pack here towards the desert, towards Billy.
How far? Would you
Physical.
like them?
They can move 4 spaces,
Going all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
but closer to the other moon.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, that sounds good. And then I'm going to build a den using my 2 ice and take it from my pack speed and put it next to the crescent there.
All right. Billy's still 1 point up on you, but that's something.
Yeah. Billy, well, agreement. Same thing. I'll just take the second one.
I can get behind that. I may need to tax one of your children.
That's fair. All right, honestly, that's fair.
We gotta even things out. I have to eat one of your children.
We'll discuss it when it gets there. One of us will have custody over that roof.
Right. What's the right play for me here?
And
Plays are hard.
now I'm realizing why this is a 70-foot game, because it's like, bam, hit that marker. All right, the next moon's gonna come up real soon. The next moon is not gonna come up real soon.
Like you can see all these lone wolves getting nabbed
yeah.
early.
That's what I'm trying to
slows
decide.
right down.
My howl range is only 2, which is really unfortunate. So let's do this. I'm gonna move a wolf 1, 2, 3, and this wolf also 3. That doesn't quite work out the way I want it to. Maybe I can move some other wolves. So I can move 3 wolves. What are you going? Oh, no. I really need that extra wolf speed, but I don't have it at the moment.
How good is wolf speed?
It's real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go in there, I think. It wouldn't win me anything though, going over there, so how about... I also don't have to do anything if I don't want to. An extra turn token would be real nice right now.
Dude, how good is extra turns? See, I've used all my extra turns.
What if I
They're all
don't
gone.
do that? What if I leave him where he was and I move? He can't move. Jerks.
Okay. All right. This is rough.
Nah, worth it. 1, 2, 3, and maybe I don't move anything else, or maybe I just move these off of Ty's area.
It was so sunny this morning.
I know, the rain's really just come in.
I did say this. It was raining all week, though. Admittedly,
Yeah.
like the weather is like. I checked the forecast. And I'm like, is it raining on the weekend? It is now. Even though it said it was like gonna stop on Thursday, and I was like, okay. And then I checked it on like Wednesday. It's like it's now raining on Friday, and now check it the next day. It's now raining on like Saturday.
On the way up this morning, it was absolutely bucketing down, and then it cleared up, which was sunny for a bit, and now it's bucketing.
I've had washing on the line for a week because the rain just keeps hitting it, and where our washing line is
You
garbage.
have an undercover area outside that you could
look,
put a.
we're getting there. We need to build a new washing line. Anyway, the point is, I'm dominating Lachlan's wolf.
That's rude.
So I'm spending an extra token and flipping these 2 rock tokens to turn this wolf
What's the thing?
into an alpha wolf.
Oh, that's rough.
Doesn't quite get me the hunting there, but it'll be close.
I'm not gonna lie, Tom. This is a bad move for you.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Poke the bear.
Yep.
Poke the bear.
Unfortunately, I don't have any extra turn tokens, so that will be the end for me.
Cool. I'm going to start by flipping these 2 tundra tiles to build a den. Sorry, not a lair. Nomenclature. Over here, next to this water source, next to my alpha, which is going to give me a bonus token here. For my next action, I'm going to howl with these 2 mountain tiles at this lone wolf to replace that with a wolf, back wolf. And then I'm going to use my extra action token that I saved for a rainy day. It is now raining. To howl again, this time at this lone wolf down the bottom.
One away from the end. That's right, one away from the scoring.
And that is my turn.
Oh, we're one away from the scoring, are we? That's interesting.
So scoring will happen at the end of my turn.
If you put something on the track. It's a win.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh no, dude, that means you beat Tyres. Oh,
No,
'cause
I've
there's
only got two there.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to figure out a way to get three, but yeah.
I was going to come over there anyway and start building up.
Which one? This one?
Nah, what we're talking about, or what are you guys talking about?
No, what you're talking about.
This one.
We were talking about this one.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm calling it out. Being the last player is a bit of a disadvantage.
I don't know. You are going for a very different.
True, but
strategy.
just being able to get
you say that
early
now.
tokens.
You've got a lair on 2 of the end game.
We'll see how we
spaces.
go, but like I feel like I'm at a disadvantage for being able to get wolves.
I went like second last.
And you're currently on 22 points.
Yeah, but that's because I was a glass cannon.
Apparently Billy's only on 7, which
I'm
1,
a-
2, 3,
I'm a glass
4, 5,
cannon.
6, 7. Yeah, okay.
He's got these 4
At least
points
on
over there.
8. I'm at least on 8.
Yeah,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
and then the
8,
other
9,
3
10,
done.
11.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah.
Anyway, my first action is going to be.
Do you ever play Dog's Life on the PlayStation 2?
No.
Never heard of it.
You played as a dog, and you could like smell. You could. You would follow like scent trend. I don't know. For some reason, I was just in a
really
dog
came-
state of mind because dogs, I guess. And you'd run around and pee on fire hydrants and sniff butts.
That's hilarious.
Nice.
And that was the game.
Alright,
First
Billy.
thing I'll do is move. So moving into grassy land. Somewhere near.
Don't do that.
I'll be moving my alpha wolf.
Oh, grassy
to the-
lands near me, you say? Excellent.
With my alpha wolf
Ah, less good.
over here. I've got 4 wolves I can move. I particularly want to move too many of them into your guys' lands. But I need to do that to yellow Lachlan. Basically. Do I want to move anyone else?
Just your wolf. Wait. Wait, fuck you.
I would suggest.
Like, I
Really?
can move my other wolves, but it just puts them in worse positions.
Yeah.
Can you?
I don't think there's any point.
I feel like what you should do, Billy, is because you've only got to do one more thing, right, to trigger the end of the thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm eating the wolf.
But hear me out.
Don't hear him out. Eat his wolf.
Hear me out, okay? You do that, but you could totally beat Kai over here if you build a
Oh,
wall.
I do beat him. Yeah, sorry, that is part of my thing.
How are you going to beat him? I mean, you're going to have to do an extra action if you want to do both.
He does
He's
have
got an extra
I'm
action.
building a lair.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, so you're going to build a layer here, which will bump you.
Yeah. It's just whether I move anything. I don't think I need to move anything else. So then my next action will be to dominate, which will flip all of these.
That's unfortunate.
Well, Ramon, imagine Dog's Life, but on like VR.
Just
Running
got a
around
simulator.
like dog head height. That'd be like motion sickness.
So I'll dominate
surely.
this wolf,
Yep.
Yeah.
Lachlan chooses where it goes.
my wolf.
No,
Yes. Because your wolf takes that wolf's place,
Yep.
and now it is in Lachlan's alpha wolf area, and Lachlan chooses where it goes.
I mean, this is fair.
So it needs to be either one of your spaces or an empty space that he sends it running. Tail between its legs.
it will go into the zone in the bottom.
Yep.
I mean, it makes the most sense for it to move out of that territory, even though it doesn't really impact it at all.
Yeah.
But it does separate your pack a little bit into Tom's zone.
So then that dominate action happens, but then I will also build a lair with my bonus action.
Yep.
Tundra. Nice.
Putting out the first lair, which will get me a special token.
Yep.
Have you got a? Did you have a wild?
Les only costs 2.
Oh
Yeah,
right,
it costs
sorry.
two.
Yep.
And then I
I
had
didn't
my
realize you had
3.
2 of them out.
I
Yeah,
had
no,
my
no.
3 rocks. When I
Yeah.
dominated.
Ignore me.
Cool.
Cool. So that's 5 points for Billy.
Yep, that goes over there. And then, if that's all your actions,
Can I get one of the bonus miscellaneous
sure.
things?
There we go. That's all your actions. Let's have a look at the scoring. We have 3 areas this time. So we'll start from the bottom corner that Billy just dominated in. Blogs dominated over there.
I really was really hoping for that zone.
3 points to Kai, but 4 points to Billy. So Billy gets the 6-point token.
Kai gets the 3.
Kai gets 3. Next one up here. Fortunately, my plan didn't quite work out, so Lachlan gets the 3 points for his lair to my 2 points for wolves there. 6 points to Lachlan.
Amazing. I can't believe,
And 3 points to me.
I am actually shocked like that worked out. That was like, I've forgotten about it, and then I was like, oh no, and then the scoring just kind of crept up on me. I was like hoping that I would trigger the scoring, but Billy had his own game.
And up there, Lachlan has 2 and Billy has 4.
Nice. So I still get the 3 points from that. So not terrible.
And the next game scoring is the end of the game.
Come
1, 2,
Quicker than it seems,
3,
I
4,
reckon.
5 things that need to go on the track.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
What you got,
Definitely
Lachlan?
coming up quick.
Yeah, I feel like it can go as quick or as slow as people want it, right? Like,
Yeah.
see, it depends on if I feel like I'm going to get another turn to set up, or I should just go gangbusters now. Because now there's only 5 things that need to go on the board. There's still a handful of lone wolves. People could start dominating, probably less likely, but putting lairs down, like dens, and then dens getting kicked off or dens getting upgraded. It is definitely kind of tricky. What is good now? Because it's like I could start moving towards those zones, right? So everyone on this side of the board, which is where I started, I now have to run to the other side
Yeah.
to then get on those end scoring zones.
Or do you go for the other points?
Or do I just pick up small things here and there? Because like I could flood those positions, but that would be all of my actions into moves to flood that side of the board. I have a movement speed of 4 and a pack size of 3, so I could move like twice in a turn, six wolves, and just go we're here now and have a strength of 6 because all the spaces would have to be empty for you to move on to those spaces, which is where it gets a bit crowded. So I think you're right, Tom. I think I'm just going to start building lairs and dens and stuff like that, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get across the board and have another turn and do lairs and dens and stuff like that to make anything useful. So we're going to... Needs to be like spacing for it. Needs to be on or adjacent. Yeah.
I think what's so tough about this game is all your moves are so dependent on the person beforehand. So you can plan, but contingencies on contingencies.
I mean, like,
because it's not just where they move stuff; it's where the actual physical tiles let you interact.
We're talking Istanbul problems here.
Total Istanbul problems.
It's not. It's not. There's nothing like Istanbul problems.
It is. It's 100% Istanbul problems.
Istanbul's problem is that it exists.
It's a game. It's a good game. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can move him there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could also move him there, because then they'd be on the same space. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could move him there. Yeah, but that's still not like 3 spaces around this raccoon. It is down there somewhere. This sucks. This sucks. Like, glass cannon is what happened earlier for me. I am taking suggestions. Anyone? So,
I suggest
You can.
you really.
I feel like
you should really fight Tom on one of these things.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Otherwise, he's going to get 16 points.
I hear that.
Not just that.
It depends if
for
you
your
think.
own point.
Yeah.
I feel like just building things in the next few turns wouldn't do much.
Well,
I'm gonna do a little bit, but I think you need to do both.
well, building the layers are worth a decent amount of points.
That's what I think,
right?
too.
So,
If you can do it, you might as well do it like here.
Yeah, like you.
but it's like I have to get there, right? So if I do grass,
What's your legs are for? Gosh, wolves these days, so lazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, can't reach it. Because if you move
You
now,
don't have to, you
I
have to
move
get into it, though.
twice.
You can move here
If-
and then build adjacent.
If you move
Yeah.
now, you do nothing towards speeding up the end of the game.
But then Tom's just going to be able to. He's not going to be able to because that's a grass area.
He can only really put things down. He can't really combine
All right.
anything.
I like your.
You might be able to do
I
it.
like your opinions, gang. I thank you for the suggestions.
Our opinion is fucked on. That's not my. I mean,
No, like it definitely helps. All right, so we're gonna do the what's it called desert.
Yep.
Which is going to allow me to move 4 spaces. So we need to get an alpha. So this guy has to go 1, 2, 3, 4 onto a desert. This guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, but he's out of the zone. He can't finish on a den.
He can't, and Alpha can.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, your packs, the dens at the bottom, aren't they?
sorry, ask the question again. I was lost.
And Lachlan's Wolf end here.
It can.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Dens are at the bottom of the totem.
Yeah.
Choices.
Don't forget you get.
That's true. He could move into that
Yep.
zone.
Start fighting.
So let's move him into the zone, please. So that's just adding to my.
You could scare Billy's away and out of that area.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
Also a
idea.
good idea.
That's a good idea. I like that.
What the heck?
Wait, were you here?
No, I was. That's,
you
That's
did-
right.
yeah,
I
okay,
just
just
swapped them. And then I've got one more wolf that I can move onto a desert tile if it's within range, and I don't think there is anything in range.
Unless you want to start moving these this way.
Yeah. Yeah, we can only move one, so let's move this guy as far as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he gets there, and then we're going to spend 2 to build a den, which we'll use that to go here.
Nice.
That gets me an extra action token, unless I took it from my. If I take it from my wolf beat, I get another thing, but that's it.
Something
Uh-oh.
like.
Bingly bong.
No. Okay, cool. Just random noises. We're good.
Watch as like the entire audio is disconnected or something.
Alright,
Or,
would you like
like,
to? Look,
You just
I've
did
looked
it.
at it. It looks like it's still working. Would you like to use that extra action, or are you safe for now?
I need like 2 more actions is
Yeah.
basically what I need. It's like I either do 2 more actions, which I could use to move and then really like move into the zone, I guess. But then you've got 3, like I don't want to land on a forest in that area because you'll just dominate me.
Yep.
Which is the tough call. So yeah, let's just use that extra action, move onto a mountain. And see if we can get this alpha with 1, 2, 3. No. Can
Not
I?
enough distance.
Can't end in that
Can't
space.
end in that space. It is a water space. It is unclean.
Yeah, because I can only move these guys to like here, which is like just outside of that territory.
How many wolves can you move?
I can move 3 wolves, 4 spaces.
Because you can kind of like set yourself up as well, so I guess. 'Cause, like, both of those guys can move over.
Yeah.
You could maybe move that guy in or something. If you think swamps are safe from people, I guess.
Yeah, we're just gonna move closer. Like that's basically the gist of it, right? Like it's my only plan. It's all I've got. So we're just gonna move this alpha wolf to this rock here. This guy is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Move with him. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. He's gonna move over there. So that's my 3 wolves for the pack. and they're just a little bit closer, Billy, you're right, so that if I do, I can do a upgrade and a move to flood that zone.
Yeah.
Hopefully, all of that might be for nothing because I might just get steamrolled now. But I am going
possible.
to go to the little wolves room.
All right, now that you've
There's
done
a
all
tree
that,
outside.
Nice tree.
I am going to start by flipping a forest to move into a forest. So that's 1, 2, 3 up there. I'm going to move into this forest here. I can move one more wolf, but I won't. That does get me this moose lady here, because I believe they are 2 different tokens.
Yeah, you got a moose and like an elk,
Yep.
like a deer. or
So that's another 5 points for me. But it is also an extra action token. And then I would like to build a den. And I am going to build a den in a forest, flipping these ones. Building a den in here next to my wolf there, which gets me another 3 points. And then I would like to do that a second time with my extra action down here, because I can't have 2 lairs in the same area, but I can have multiple dens, which gets me another 4 points.
Can't have multiple layers in the same area.
Cannot have multiple lairs in the same region.
Well.
I
missed that.
I looked it up and
I
checked.
do wish I knew this.
So that earned me 7 points that turn. Earned me more than 7 points. Earned me a whole bunch of points. 16, 5, 12 points that turn. So let's see
Decent.
what happens.
Decent. Alright, I'm going to start by flipping this tundra and spending my bonus, my wild there, to upgrade this den into a lair. To try and lock down this area a little bit. And then I shall flip these 2 mountain spaces to build a den in this mountain space here. That's it.
Well, this revelation of only one layer.
Sorry, 1 lair per person.
Yeah. I just mean like I can no longer build 2 layers.
Yes.
Like I thought I could. This changes.
What did I miss? What Tom did? Tom's
I.
cock blocking me is what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And only 1 layer is allowed per
1 layer per
of
person.
your own.
Oh, really? Because I was going to try and build one over here, which is
You-
what I thought.
Yeah.
But you, yeah.
But apparently you can't. So,
I missed that.
I fully upgraded my pack spread. I hunted an animal and got a bunch of points for doing so.
yeah, that's pretty good. Yep, I'm not going to lie. Like, so like you've also got like 3 animals, which is like handy.
Yeah.
And now you have the extra thing. So I'm getting my turn before you, so you're not going to be able to deal with my den.
Yeah, it just depends if that is going to be the end. We still need to flip 4 tokens. So
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like my den, I don't know, like you could potentially dominate. Like,
potentially, yeah.
someone if I moved onto my zone.
Yeah.
Because you have that extra token. This is rough.
Yeah.
You guys all tell me to worry about Tom. Fucking you guys do something. Well, going last.
I'm
is, like,
trying.
such a
It's so
disadvantage.
difficult. I'm
Such
only
a
on like 1 point
disadvantage.
behind you.
Yeah, right?
I don't know if
Plus,
your points are accurate.
Who knows? But also I feel like
18.
So it's changed the way I need
Oh, no,
to,
your points are accurate.
need to consider how to get points. Do I just accept that
Does
I'll
anyone
get
mind if I
second
put this den out from a different track? No. Is that okay? If I do it from pack spread instead of speed?
yeah, you just be sacrificing victory points.
Yeah.
all good.
So I didn't get those 3 victory points. They were a lie. They never existed.
Gotcha.
Well, those ones are victory points.
All right.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah,
sorry.
he took it from there.
Yeah.
Did you track that?
I don't know.
The answer is no.
The points don't matter, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
cool.
it's rough because I feel like the end game where Tom's gonna have those points from the things. Because
We'll
I've only
see.
got
That's what I'm
like-
working towards.
What's that?
But everyone else has options.
Just click on options.
Kai over here with his just single den ready to go.
Alright, well, we're just going to build a den for now. And that den is going to get me a bonus tile.
This one.
Yeah. Ah. That there is.
Billy with a bunch of dens now.
Yeah.
That's another 7 points for Billy.
I was getting den. I feel like I was a bit too cautious on the den game, like of people taking your dens away.
Yeah. But if you build them far enough away, then there's no reason for them to go out of their way to get them.
Yeah. But like, not only is it like getting the dens down because they get turned into layers, but also you just
Upgrade them,
increases your
yeah.
other stuff, and there's points under there which are quite.
Yeah, it can be quite
valuable.
good. Yeah. And that's why I went for that, is it's giving me more points of control in that space and points for putting it down.
Yeah, I think like setting up shop at the beginning where you're not contesting with anyone is good because then everyone's worrying about doing other things, which is kind of why I was having a good time down here until everyone else moved in. And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm just going to do my own thing. And then Billy and Kai were like, we also like that area.
It's a good area.
But I thought you guys were going to move the other way.
That's my other area.
Yes. Otherwise, he's all the way over here being useless.
Yep.
I'm going to move
I really
in
wanted that
towards swamps, which is a terrible
Also need that
idea,
raccoon.
but there's no other way to contest done.
Yep.
So I can move 4 people 3 times. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
How do you know those are mountains, not swamps? How dare you disparage my homeland?
Yep.
Swamps.
That's it's the Shrek wolves. Ogres.
Move that one. 4. I can't move 4. I'm a liar. I'm a dirty liar.
Oh, you've only got 3, but you've got
We know
pack
that.
size.
1, 2, 3.
Which is a cool mechanic. Like the distance between like moving a lot and then moving volume.
Yeah.
And then have both if you upgrade enough. I feel like Hal has been definitely neglected.
Yeah, a little bit, but it would let you just yell at stuff from across the board.
It would be,
I'm
yeah.
going to move that guy 3, but I don't think it'll have any impact. That is me done.
Right. So I need to turn this den into a lair because otherwise
Yep, I could get
about
rid of it.
time.
Hey, but hey, that's 5 points.
It is 5 points, which is really handy. And then we've got the option of moving into Tom's zone, which is I don't have any extra actions per se, but we will move to the mountains because I think I can still get there. Where 1, 2, 3, 4 to get my alpha into that space.
Yep.
This one?
Yep. And then this one can go 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
You know, on the other side of that.
Congratulations.
And
That's a big bunch of points.
I also have. That was only 2 wolves I moved. I
Yep.
can move these other 2
Into their same spaces.
into their same spaces,
Yeah.
please. Yeah, to share. Which is going to get me the moose.
Yep. Congratulations, which
I
gives
get
you
a
an extra
moose.
10.
Gives me an extra action.
Yep.
You've been doing some hunting.
Yeah, he got that hunting done real good.
Yeah. But so do I get the? It's not the 25 because
No, you get the highest that you've achieved. So you get
achieved,
15.
whereas everything else
16
is
currently.
revealed.
Yeah.
But there's not enough things on the board.
Oh, there is. You get some-
Oh, I didn't get the raccoon. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. Because I was going to get it down here, and then that didn't happen for me. I wasn't even anticipating getting the moose. And then, so what are we at the moment? So I've got 5 wolves plus that, so I'm on 8 versus Tom's.
I'm only on 7.
Yep. And you can build another lair there. Is that what you're saying? You
No,
build
I
a den.
can't. I can't build another layer. I could build more dens.
Uh-huh.
But the
you
issue
only have
is,
He's got 8 as well.
do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
And Lachlan
Counted.
has all his alpha wolves there, which means that he would win the tiebreaker.
Yep. And I can't put any more layers down in that zone anyway. So I do kind of like shift you out of that, which is
A
kind
little
of
bit.
kind of works.
A little bit.
And it's going to be real hard for you to get more.
Yep.
I'm going to use my extra action. I don't have enough of the what I need. Actually, I'm a liar. I'm a dirty liar. I can't do it.
Filthy liar.
Can't do it. Which is very unfortunate.
You can have multiple things. Just not multiple layers.
Yep. So how many more space we need? We've got 3 more things to go on there.
Yep.
And I'm beating Tom in this zone
In that zone right now.
with my 2 alphas. And
Yeah, I guess you probably want to rush the end of the game then.
so what I'm thinking is that if I'm going to get another turn, I
Yes.
could move if I get another turn.
I mean, the only way you wouldn't is if all 3 of us put something, which could happen. I'm not saying that's impossible, but it may happen.
Yeah. But I could get another 5 victory points if I do get another turn by turning my den over there. I have an extra action which will allow me to move within space of it and then possibly move it into a lair.
Bye, Rebecca.
Bye, Rebecca.
Yeah, if you could get that.
But then that ties us up, but I also still have more alphas. And your alpha is like over here.
Yeah.
And even if you howl for that one, I guess howling would get you 1 extra. So
Yeah.
I don't want to move, technically.
I guess it depends if you want to give Kai and Billy more turns than us, or if you want to try and end the game on our turns.
Well, it's hard because I can't really do a lot more to,
Yeah.
like, all my alphas are in the one spot.
Yeah. Unless you were able to.
I can't howl because
Can't howl, yeah.
I don't have enough actions
Yeah.
to howl. Unless I do my
Rough.
extra. Yeah, which you could howl it. Because
Yeah.
you're 2 spaces away from it. It would be your action to do it, but that would just tie us.
Yeah.
And then I would still win.
Yeah.
On precedence.
You would also have to use both his actions.
Yeah, because he has to flip to then. I could do it with 1 action.
Oh,
He could do it with 1 action and then do something else, which. I guess I maybe. Yeah, okay. I use my. What have I got 2 of? Okay, I'm going to build a den in that zone to secure it.
Can you?
I can put it on the field, on the plane.
No.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Because I've got 2 things in there.
Which one are you trying to build it on?
All right, because it has to be like next.
Yep.
to-
Next to your alpha.
Man,
Yeah.
man, that's rough.
Yeah, that specific amount of area control right there is tough. I don't know if there's any way you can flip another token anywhere right now. Because that's what, it's not just building. To trigger the end of the game, you need to remove something from the board. So.
Yeah, I get that, but it's also they're going to treat like I'm not going to get another turn.
Yeah.
Is theoretically what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you're going to go next. You're 1 down on what I am.
Yeah.
You could do
I'm
something.
going to visit the tree. This conversation's
This is taking a long time.
taking longer than I thought
Alright.
it was going to.
I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I.
Cool. I am going to flip this to move and hopefully secure this. So 1, 2 into there, 1, 2, 3 into there, and 1, 2, 3 into there. I believe that'll secure me that one. I would have liked to try and trigger the end of the game closer, but I think it's better for me to try and get the points by controlling both areas. And in that end, I am going to dominate you. And I am going to spend 3 rocks.
I kind of was expecting that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was like, that's the other alternative.
To Howl range 2 to this little dude here.
Yep.
He becomes my little dude, scoring me another point, and you choose where he goes. So either there or there.
I can go between all of ours.
Between all of ours?
Yeah, between my guys. So now we're tied, but I still have more alphas.
Are we tied? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gives me 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm beating you by 1.
So I've got 4 guys.
Yep.
Plus my thing,
Which is 7. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Yeah. But Billy does have an alpha over there, so we can see how he goes. Billy's
Alpha
got a.
where?
So if you've got an alpha, oh no, that's a little dude. Well, I think
So
right now we're going to take a break because it's Kai's turn. So I'm going to hit this button.
which ones did you have? You had these rocks, and you used an extra one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I flipped that into rocks to be able to move my guys back into there.
But then you dominated me when I was on rocks. So how did you dominate me on rocks?
Rocks and rocks. I had these two both on rocks, and I have an extra token
Yeah, and then you moved these guys into where?
from over here into grass. So I had
Okay.
my setup was like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
when
yeah.
I started.
Okay.
I'm also going to use the little boys room.
Cool. So the cliff notes is Tom charged into here.
Yeah,
and he dominated me and
took back control of
gas.
that one.
Okay.
So
What you got, Kai?
I
So-
lost 1, he gained 1.
That's good.
So what I need to do, the order here matters.
Now, hear me out. We could work together here
Okay.
to ruin Tom.
Okay.
Is my theory. I don't know. I don't quite know how, but I'm just going to give you this one.
Tom's got a lot of points.
I don't think I could even take it from you if I tried. Maybe I could.
Tom's going to get a lot of points.
Wasn't going to try, but I wanted to stop Tom from getting that one.
I also
Especially
want to
now
stop
that
Tom
he is
from
getting that one.
Yes. So I was going to try and move as much as I could in here. The problem is I don't have much in the way of valid spaces that I can move into now. My
I
plan
can-
was to move into these plain spaces.
I could
can't
use my
do
whole
that.
turn to build a lair there, but he would still beat me, I think.
You've got 3, you get that gets you to 6. That puts you still behind because he has 8.
I can upgrade this den to a lair.
That was quick.
I'm a quick peer.
Or we were just so engrossed and that we didn't realise.
But I'm going to struggle to move much.
Is this game 75 minutes? Yes. It's really interesting because normally games are like half an hour, like they go 30 minutes, 45, an hour, and then from an hour they jump to an hour and a half. They never really do an hour 15.
I guess what becomes interesting here is whether or not people want to trigger the end of the game and if they're in position to trigger the end of the game.
Yep.
Well, okay. I'm just gonna do the best I can. I don't think I can beat Tom.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try my hardest. So I'm gonna flip the forest to move this alpha 1, 2, 3, 4. This alpha 1, 2. And then 2, 3, 4, nothing else. I can't get anything else in there. Just for fun, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, I can't because I can't end in that
can't end in
space.
that space, no.
Never mind.
Yeah, like the spaces get real cramped now. The only saving grace is that you can have multiple of your wolves, or you can have 2 wolves of yours on the same space.
Yeah. Then I'm going to flip these 2 mountains to upgrade this den into a lair.
Yep.
Nice.
And we'll beat Billy for those points.
But I still can't beat Tom.
Yeah.
And I don't have another extra, so that's it. That's me.
I could end the game.
So
Yeah.
that's 5 more points per Kai.
You could end the game. You could let me have another turn, and I could beat Tom out of that zone.
Can you?
Problem is, I can claim a territory to myself.
Because Lachlan is currently in the lead. Do you want him to get those points is the question.
Well, I'm only getting 4 points from that zone. Tom's going to get, like,
Yeah, don't worry about me.
4
Don't worry about me.
for
You're in the
the
lead.
second,
Don't
so
worry
he's
about
still
me.
gonna
Don't worry
get
about
that.
me. You're in the lead.
Plus
Don't worry
you get
about
the
me.
8 from the other
That's what I
one.
mean.
So,
If I take this territory from Kai,
It is better for you.
it's better for me individually, but then you will win 2 different things.
The swing is higher.
yeah. It's like greater good, or is it
Like-
individual good?
What is the score right now?
Roughly, Lachlan's on 43. I'm on 33. I don't 100% know if these are accurate. We can check them if it is going to impact people's choices. Kai's on 26 and you're on 29. So if you want to count your score, Lachlan, and I'll count mine. My score is accurate.
I'm only counting 40 for me.
4, 20, 30...
40. 40. Oh man, I missed the 3.
Literally right.
I missed the 3 because I counted these.
Unless you're saying something I'm not. You can only tie me in this game.
I could build a lair, then move every single one of them. Yeah, because I could use my 2 bonus actions.
Right, so you can use one to build the
I
layer.
could use one to build the lair, then just move everything into these, right?
Alright, yeah, you use that for mountains. Yeah.
If I just...
Yeah.
Because you're beating me on this now.
Yeah.
And it was your idea to attack Tom here. This whole operation was your idea.
I thought we could beat him.
Yeah,
To be honest.
it really comes down to whether or not.
I don't think it's a good thing for me. I think I just simply end the game and don't win.
But here's the thing. Do you think?
But I could win.
That's the thing. It comes down to a king-making decision then, because like let's count it out. I would be getting 16 points, which would only put me up to 49, and Lachlan would get 4, which would put him up to 47.
And what would you be on? 49.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly,
honestly,
in the game, so Tom wins. So his complaint about going last is he's proven invalid.
yeah, and also the only reason that Tom wouldn't be winning is because that we're specifically choosing to work a king making against Tom,
And
which
it's interesting when games come down to that decision. If you know you can't
because
win,
it's like you're not going to win, Billy, but technically you should just do what's best for your interest.
I'm trying to math out if there was any way for me to get a bonus action.
it depends if you want to come third or if you want to come last. Because if you leave that to Kai will.
I know my points are wrong.
Oh, really? All right, let's count it out. Let's make that
12,
14.
14, 16.
Yep.
Right. Plus 7, so 23.
Yep.
28, 29, 33. I'm at least on 33.
Okay.
And then on my turn, I could build another den to get me 5 points.
Another,
Plus take over a territory.
another den or another lair? Yeah,
Sorry, another lair.
33.
Another lair.
Look, you might be able to do it.
But I think
So that would take you up to 38.
then
yeah.
I think Tom still
Beats you.
wrecked.
Yeah, so it's like that's your best interest and that's where you would land.
You would.
if you
Here's the thing.
didn't-
If you did that, you would come second.
3 separate hexes. That's upsetting.
That is the question you need to ask yourself.
Why would he come second?
Because I'm sorry, no, they're behind you. By
I'm like,
5
I would
points.
come second. If I don't get another turn, I'm still coming second.
Yeah, you would be behind Lachlan by a point. Whereas right now you.
I think
would
I'm
like
doomed
Kai.
to
This
lose
is
because
real
of hunting
crunchy because we are
anyway.
Yeah.
There's nothing I
highly
can
competitive.
Oh no, you could hunt depending on how you
Okay.
move stuff. Oh really?
I was originally planning on
What?
hunting down here, but it
I
just
can't
didn't work
both
out.
beat Guy
And hunt that.
unless I hunt first.
Yeah, because that would give you an extra turn token, and then you all that might tie you with me.
It's actually not a bad idea.
God damn it.
That would tie you with me and would win you the game.
Oh, dude, win the game.
Do it. I'm so keen to see if this works out.
I was trying to get an extra action as well. Like,
Fucking move
on
into
my
the
turn.
swamp.
Mountains, goddammit.
Swamp. I'm gonna move into Sheep Man and
Yep.
so I can move 3 spaces.
into fields,
1, 2, 3.
plains, or
Yeah.
whatever.
You could also scare Kai out of that one,
Yeah, get him off that locomotive.
but then you wouldn't be able to build
I'm gonna
the
build the lair.
layer that you need.
That's fine to my second action,
Yeah.
which will get me a hunt and give me a third action.
Yeah.
So then my other action is to move my swamps, jump, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Then I'm in 3 separate hexes.
Mountains. Just to annoy Kai gets you 3 points.
That's an
I
additional.
don't care that you're beating me. I care that you're also rubbing salt in the wound. By
Oh, you know where salt comes from? Mountains.
Then I use
Mines.
my 2 special tokens plus my base 1.
You only need 2,
I
so
only
it's
need
fine.
2.
Yeah.
to build.
Get yourself 5 points.
Should end the game, technically giving me another one of those tokens, but that does nothing for me.
Does nothing for you. What it does do, though,
So how many actions did you just do? So you
3. Move
so
twice.
3,
Sorry,
build
move
away.
twice.
putting
build.
this one down gets me the bonus action
Yep.
to do the.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
So that takes Billy on to 41. I am on 41 points as of right now, but we need to count the final scoring. So down here, we counted it out. Lachlan has 7 and I have 8, which gives me
Brutal.
8 points.
Yeah, that's
and
rough.
Lachlan 4.
Yep.
This one up here, I have the same, I think. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, and 8. And Kai has 4.
You go, Kai?
Cool.
And up the top, Billy gets 8 because he now has a lair in there and has more wolves than Kai. So that is 7, I believe, to Kai's 6.
Interesting
Dude,
that it
this-
didn't actually end up making. Like, I either was going to win this one
Yeah.
and get 8, or or come second in both and get 8. So
Yeah.
I guess it didn't really pan out too badly for me. The only thing that went badly there was that I retconned that because I was planning on moving more wolves in 2 locations, and then the planes up here got blocked off, so I couldn't move all the wolves I wanted to.
Yeah.
So that would have been an extra 3 victory points that I.
Movement is a lot harder.
What happened in the end, though, was Billy and I end up on the same score. Billy has 3 main scoring coins to my 2. Billy, congratulations. You sniped that away with the maths at the end.
Have we checked all of the scores? So that
Let's
we can
double
have an
check,
accurate
just
score-
before
just so
I-
we can have an accurate score.
I know my score was accurate, but double check. Because I had 7 points there, 10 points there, and 9 points there for 26, plus 4 points there for 30, 16 and 3 makes 49.
What does mine say?
I have on 34.
Well, I don't think that's right.
Yeah. I'm on
So I've got
49.
4, 8, 12, 15, 30,
Yep.
34,
Yep.
30.
38. Oh, sorry. 40.
40? Yep.
I did not see your points down there. So Kai ends up on 40, and Lachlan, I believe we were correct with you on 47.
Yes. 47 was where I am.
Damn, what a game.
Wow.
That was tight right up until the end.
That was-
Well, if you want to see our thoughts on that review will be up on YouTube soon. Otherwise, you can catch us live, twitch.tv/nerdsofthewest every single week, where we go into more depth about how bad we feel that Billy stole it from us at the end.
No,
because we
I love that.
simply
I
didn't
love that.
Oh, yeah, but I feel real hurt right now.
That's pretty rough.
But that was so much fun, and we will catch you next time.